London's hidden power has never needed to shout. Here, families like the Grosvenors have quietly stewarded more than 500 acres since 1677, shaping the heritage and elegance of Mayfair, Belgravia, and Kensington. But behind each silent square and private club lies a centuries-old code. True old money never seeks attention. It defines the city itself. What secrets preserve this timeless legacy? Old money in London is defined not by what is owned, but by how it is kept. At its core lies a sense of stewardship, an unspoken duty to preserve heritage for future generations. Here, wealth is measured in centuries, not headlines. The city's grandest homes and squares owe their enduring beauty to this philosophy, where the aim is always longevity, never spectacle. Across Mayfair, Belgravia, and Kensington, entire neighborhoods were shaped during the Georgian, Regency, and Victorian eras. These periods, spanning from the early 18th century to the late 19th century, brought terraces of pale stucco, wrought iron railings, and garden squares that remain almost unchanged. The facades tell a story of careful planning and continuity, enforced by a unique legal framework. Many buildings are listed, a designation that protects them from alteration or demolition. Under this status, even the color of a front door or the style of a window must honor the original design, as set out in 19th century covenants. This is a world where conservation is both a privilege and a responsibility. The rules are strict, but the reward is timelessness. In these streets, the past is not a relic, but a living presence, quietly curated, never displayed. The values of old money are written in stone and brick, in the patience of restoration, and in the silence that surrounds true elegance. Mayfair, Belgravia, Kensington, and St. James form the quiet heart of old money London. Here, the city's most storied estates stretch across 500 acres, still largely held by the Grosvenor family, whose stewardship began with a marriage settlement in 1677. These neighborhoods are not simply collections of buildings, they are living legacies, shaped by centuries of careful planning and protected by laws designed to keep them unchanged. The London Squares Preservation Act of 1931 shields more than 400 garden squares from development, ensuring that private green spaces remain just that, hidden sanctuaries accessible only to those with a key. Within these districts, tradition is enforced not by sentiment but by legal covenant. The color of a door, the angle of a railing, the restoration of stucco, all require approval from estate offices whose ledgers reach back to the Georgian era. The result is a cityscape where uniformity is not monotony, but a sign of respect for the past. Institutions here carry their own quiet weight. White's, founded in 1693, and Boodle's, opened in 1762, operate behind discreet facades in St. James's. Admission is by lineage and reputation, not application. These clubs, like the garden squares and terraces, stand as reminders that in London, true privilege is inherited, guarded, shunned, and rarely spoken aloud. Wealth whispers, the streets remember. A silver teapot steams quietly on a linen cloth. In these rooms, luxury is time. Time to linger over afternoon tea, to listen to the rain tapping on old glass, to read a gilt-edged book without hurry. The ritual is as important as the tea itself, the measured pour, the weight of bone china, the soft clink of a spoon. A slow walk through a private garden square follows, shoes brushing damp cobbles, the city's hush broken only by the distant rumble of a black cab. In Mayfair, another tradition endures behind discreet shop fronts. On Savile Row, a master cutter guides an apprentice's hands, teaching the craft that defines English tailoring. Every hand-stitched buttonhole, every canvas chest piece sewn into a bespoke jacket, carries the patience of generations. The protest from 2013 to 2014, when tailors defended the row against mass-market intrusion, preserved this quiet mastery. Fashion fades, style remains. Here, elegance is not bought, but handed down, one careful stitch at a time. New money speaks loudly, old money listens. In Belgravia, the glow from street lamps often falls on shuttered windows, homes that stand silent, owned from afar. Nearly 1 in 10 of these grand townhouses is empty, their facades pristine but lifeless, kept as investments rather than lived-in legacies. The difference is not just in who holds the keys, but in how time is honored. A conservator's gloved hands sweep lime wash across a Georgian wall, each careful stroke preserving breathability in the stucco, just as it was 2 centuries ago. Here, nothing is rushed. The work is quiet, almost meditative, a conversation with the past held in silence. An archival engraving shows the same terrace in another age, unchanged except for the patina of years. Elegance is refusal. Wealth whispers. These are not just words, but guiding principles, etched into stone, repeated in the hush of rain on cobbles, and in the patient hands that keep London's old money districts alive, even as much of the city moves at a different tempo. Today, as global capital transforms London's skyline, true elegance still resides in quiet tradition. In a restless world, the art of understatement remains the city's most enduring legacy.